All I gotta say is Team Red is not playing around anymore. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed over to Team Red, who just unveiled their new 5000 series CPUs, and claiming one of the CPUs is the world's best for gaming. That is what we're going to be discussing here today. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. Alright, let's jump right into this. Right now I am on the website The Verge. Title of this article, AMD reveals its new Zen 3 Ryzen 5000 processors, including the world's best gaming CPU. Time will tell. Available on November 5th, starting at $299. Now, it is kind of an exciting time to cover tech. Obviously, this week I did an unboxing of the NVIDIA RTX 3090 GPU. We now have the 5000 series CPUs from AMD coming. We have the big Navi 6000 series GPUs coming. At least the launch or the reveal for that is October 28th. And early 2021, we're supposed to get the 11th series for the Intel CPU processor. So a lot going on in the tech arena, but today let's focus on AMD and see what's going on. AMD announced its new lineup of the 5000 series processors for desktop, which are also the first chips from the company set to feature the next-gen Zen 3 architecture and represent the biggest jump for AMD's desktop chips yet. AMD is also setting expectations high, promising that the new Ryzen 5900X is nothing short of the world's best gaming CPU. The new chips will be available starting at $299 for the entry-level Ryzen 5 5600X model on November 5th. Now, when it comes to AMD, at least their Ryzen chips, I mean, right now I have a 3900X in my desktop. It's kind of the jack of all trades. It is not the best gaming chip you can buy, but it is very good for gaming. Now, when it comes to multitasking, when it comes to rendering, when it comes to video editing, AMD eats Intel's lunch. But Intel still holds that mantle of the world's best gaming CPU. So let's see what AMD has up their sleeve for this. Like last year's Zen 2 based Ryzen 3000 desktop chips, these new models replace the new 5000 series processors, are still using AMD's 7nm process, but offer a 19% increase in instructions per cycle. Along with a complete redesign of the chip layout and a higher max boost speed, the new chipsets are jumping straight to Ryzen 5000 series branding to avoid any confusion of the Zen 3 chips with the Zen 2 based Ryzen 4000 desktop chips that AMD released over the summer for pre-built systems. They basically took the 3000 chips, labeled them as 4000 chips when they put them in pre-built systems, so they're just going to jump the 4000 series, and these new ones will be the 5000 series. It's smart. Always good to get rid of confusion. Altogether, AMD says that simply replacing a Zen 2 CPU with a comparable Zen 3 model, the new chips are compatible with older motherboards. That's awesome. After firmware update, will result in an average 26% improvement for customers, all while keeping TDP and core counts the same. Wow. That is impressive. Now, quickly, I thought I should go through this little graph that I have on the screen here. This actually breaks down the 4 new CPUs. So the 5600 will have 6 cores, 12 threads, boost up to 4.6 and cost $299. 5800 will have 8 cores, 16 threads, boost up to 4.7 and it'll be $450. The 5900, 12 cores, 24 threads, boost up to 4.8 and be $550. And the 5950 will have 16 cores, 32 threads, boost up to 4.9 and cost you $800. That is an expensive CPU. Notably, each of the chips have gotten a $50 price increase compared to the original prices of the comparable Zen 2 CPUs from 2019. All 4 new CPUs will be available starting on November 5th. So for example, again, my desktop, which uses a 3900X, that CPU was originally $499. So the equivalent, the 5900X, is now going to cost $50 more, $550. Now what AMD is really going after is Intel's i9 10th gen 900K CPUs, kind of their bread and butter gaming chip. And this graph that they put out basically talks about the performance that they will achieve with these new 5000 series CPUs over that chip. Now, I always tell people, don't trust any benchmarks that Intel puts out, and don't trust any benchmarks that AMD put out, because obviously there's always ways to skew it in their favor. Wait for the third-party verified benchmarks to come out from people that you personally trust. But anyways, what AMD has put out here is their benchmarks from gaming performance standpoint and their averages, comparing the Core i9 10th series 900K and AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. Now they're choosing to use the 5900X over the 5950 because they know that not that many people are willing to spend that much money on a CPU. So on here, League of Legends, PUBG, Battlefield, all these games, this is the performances you're going to see, at least what AMD's saying. 21%, plus 21%, plus 5, plus 6, plus 6, negative 3, plus 1, plus 19, 19, plus 6, plus 2, plus 5. Now again, I said it earlier in the video, AMD, and it's not really debatable, eats Intel's lunch when it comes to multitasking. When it comes to rendering, when it comes to video editing, that productivity machine normally falls to AMD. They own that crown. But gaming has always been Intel. So even if these numbers are way off, if AMD is just evened the playing field where the Intel CPU and the AMD CPU are both equal in gaming, or even just a little better, people are going to rush to AMD more than they already have for the CPU market. Okay? But again, we are going to have to wait and see. And then again, on October 28th, I will be making a video breaking down the unveil of the big Navi and all the 6000 series GPUs coming from AMD. Could you imagine a world where AMD owns the CPU market and the GPU market? It has literally never happened before. Team Red, I am going to leave my part of the video here and play a little bit of the reveal of these CPUs from AMD for you. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. Now have over 340 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy this little reveal trailer from AMD. Out.
We love our enthusiasts, and there's one more processor in our stack, which is the ultimate processor for gaming and content creation. For those of you who want the very best processor in a desktop PC, we have the 16-core Ryzen 9 5950X. The 5950X is simply an amazing CPU. 16 cores, 32 threads, and our fastest processor with boost frequencies up to 4.9 gigahertz. The 5950X breaks the Cinebench R20 single-threaded record that Robert set just a few minutes ago with a score of 640. It is truly the best in class in every dimension. Best gaming performance meets best processor for content creation, and all of this still at 105 watts. Now let's take a look at some of the performance. If we look at the generational uplift from the 3950X to the 5950X, we see up to 27% more performance in CAD workloads and 12% more performance in rendering workloads. More impressively, we see up to 29% more gaming performance. And this is really how we bring the best of both worlds together. The best for gamers and the best for creators. And now, if you put 5950X against the top of the stack from the competition, we see that the 5950X provides up to 59% more creative performance in rendering workloads, double-digit wins in video editing and software compiling, and we also win in lightly threaded CAD workloads as well. We're really proud of the fact that we also win in gaming. There's nothing like the 5950X in the world. One processor that delivers the best power efficiency, our highest clock speeds, the highest single-core performance in the industry, and the highest multi-core performance of any gaming processor. And it's priced at $799 and will also be available globally on November 5th. I hope you're now as excited about AMD Ryzen 5000 series as I am. Zen 3 is really amazing, and I'm so happy we could show it to you today. But you guys send me a lot of notes and a lot of tweets, and I know that you're not just excited about Ryzen 5000 series, but there's a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and curiosity about our Radeon lineup as well. So the next few weeks are just an amazing time for us. In addition to introducing our Ryzen 5000 series, we're also going to introduce our next-gen Radeon GPU, and I want to give you a small preview of that today. This is the AMD Radeon RX 6000 series, which we now affectionately call Big Navi, thanks to many of you who nicknamed it for us. It is absolutely gorgeous and by far the most powerful gaming GPU we have ever built. We got a lot of requests from our fans on social, and I heard a whole conversation on The Full Nerd last week about wanting to see Zen 3 and Big Navi in action. So today, I'm going to show you a preview of what you can expect from AMD Ryzen 9 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series. We've been doing a tremendous amount of work optimizing gameplay with Ryzen 5000 and Radeon 6000 series. So let me show you today Borderlands 3, which is a very popular AAA title running at 4K resolution on the Ryzen 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series. Just take a look at that performance. Over 60 frames per second at 4K with beautiful image quality. We are super excited with what we've accomplished with Big Navi. In addition to Borderlands 3, here's a bit more of a performance preview on Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Gears of War 5 at ultra settings in 4K. And again, what you see is tremendous 4K performance across the board. We still have a few weeks until launch, and the team is working really hard on fine-tuning things. But I hope you're as excited as we are about what Ryzen 5000 series and Radeon 6000 series can do together for your next generation PC. So that brings us to the end. I hope you enjoyed today. It's been so much fun spending time with you. We have a lot more to show you later this month, so join us again on October 28th, where we'll give you the full story of our AMD Radeon RX 6000 series. And make sure you mark your calendar for November 5th to find Ryzen 5000 series on shelf worldwide. Take care and see you soon.